It is Grand Prix weekend and Highlands Motorsport Park in Cromwell is proudly hosting for the first time. But Toyota New Zealand's passionate pursuit of unearthing our next champions isn't just in single-seaters. The 86 Championship is enjoying one of its best seasons since the inception of the class just over a decade ago. Highlands is crunch time in the title race. It is close, picturesque, rewarding and unforgiving. Andrew Waite knows this place well.
Welcome to Highlands Motorsport Park. 4 kilometres is the total track length. The track is broken down into 3 sectors. Sector 1 and Sector 3 have some very fast, high consequence corners, and there's a total of 14 turns. Onto the bridge is one of the highest action zone parts of the track. Very fast, nearly flat through there, and then airborne up over the bridge.
Qualifying was held in beautiful Central Otago's summer conditions, but there was little time for the field to take it in. They were hustling, especially at the pointy end, knowing how vital a good result is in the back end of the season. Tom Bewley channeling some good memories from this round last year, while Lockie Bloxham injected some trans-Tasman flavour, the Aussie shining at Highlands and revelling in its challenges. Hunter Robb proved tenacious, determined to wrestle back the series lead here, grabbing pole by 0.16. Brooklyn Horan having one of his best outings in the championship with an excellent 7th, while Christina All-West gets the upper hand over John Penny in the Masters. Let's go to Victory Lane. Here's Stephen McIver.
First pole position, you were pushing.
Yeah, I mean, great to get the first pole out of the way. It's been a while, never got one, but yeah. No, it's a good start to the weekend.
You were fastest in P3 yesterday. Did that give you much confidence going into the proper quali today?
Yeah, I mean, you just never know with practice. Like, everybody's doing different stuff, you know, people doing race runs, quali runs. So you never know until today, and yeah.
How does it feel to have a pole position, mate?
Yeah, it's good. It's actually a little bit bad, though. I was waiting in the pit lane because I couldn't go any quicker, so I was just sort of waiting there, and all the hype was dying down, but no, it's cool.
Congratulations, mate. Congratulations on your first pole position in the Toyota 86 Championship, pal.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Take a look at the grid. P1, Hunter Robb starting out of that. Lockie Bloxham with a great qualifying out of grid number 2. And Tom Bewley, championship leader, out of the grid position number 3. Willie Exton coming off that race win at the last round will be off P4. Jackson Rooney off grid 5, and Taylor Bryant with a great start as well, coming out of grid number 6. Brooklyn Horan getting faster every time he gets out there, starting out of P number 7, and Hayden Baccaris out of P number 8. Saxon Sheehan starting out of grid number 9. Cormac Murphy coming in on grid number 10, making the top 10. Great job with that one there. And out of grid number 11, Harry Townsend with Ryan Denise. Great result by him out of grid number 12, getting better each time he gets out there too. Christina All-West out of grid number 13, done plenty of laps around here. And Justin Allen with those issues in qualifying with a bit of ABS faults. And Alice Buckley starting out of grid number 15. Will Wanted out of grid 16. John Penny out of grid number 17. And Leach out of grid number 18.
You are live, we are away and racing. Ripper start by Bloxham. He's on the outside as they run. It's a drag race on the run to the bus stop. Now, who is going to yield here? The pole sitter Robb or Bloxham? Bloxham gets the elbows out, but Robb fires in. Bloxham has to defend.
Awkward for Bloxham there. Very awkward. Is Justin Allen on the grass too.
In they go through the forest for the first time. Listen to the tyres as these youngsters push. Cormac Murphy, I think, has made up a good few positions at the start of this race. Nice job. Bewley needs to get by Bloxham. He looks hungry here, and that's because Hunter Robb already has a few tenths in the pocket. Look at that nice advantage in the early phase of this race.
Yeah, great start by Hunter Robb there to get out in front, with Bewley having a little bit of a look, showing his nose up the inside of Bloxham. But Bloxham, very awkward for him through the turn 1 and 2 there through the bus stop, but to come out on the other side of it. Great racing by everyone so far, all cleanly through.
Magic sounding, flat 4-cylinder 86 Sports Coupe.
The acclaimed car that made its debut about a decade ago now, and look at them. Down, this is wild. Leach, this is going to be a big one. What has happened there?
That's some sort of failure to me for Leach to come through at that sort of speed.
That is frightening. Saxon Sheehan's car's been hit in the process. Something's got to have gone wrong there. And Tim Leach has had the presence of mind to go to the left of the cars that were already on the brakes in front of him at the left-hander. Understandably, red flag from Motorsport New Zealand Race Control. That is a big one.
Just have a look there. So it's from this point here. So he's had some sort of failure. Something's broken from that point for him to just duck to the inside like that. And then he's just, poor Saxon, he's had nothing, absolutely nothing Saxon could have done there. He would not be expecting that.
Let's hope both of those drivers are okay. Saxon Sheehan and Tim Leach.
Could see them both moving around there at least.
That's the most positive thing. Both those guys are out of the car.
Yep.
They're okay. We got a thumbs up from Saxon Sheehan. A little unnerved, understandably, for Tim Leach. Ready to go in Toyota 86 competition. First race of the weekend. It's a restart in race one of the weekend. Good start by Exton. He launched away. Bloxham's got to defend. They run down to the bus stop. What a start by the T-Par entry. But he's got no way of getting through there.
Yeah, massive start by him on the second row as they go side by side again through the bus stop. Sideways.
They touch. Exton almost got through there. That hurt the momentum for Bloxham, and he drops back into third. And you could see it on that colder rubber, getting a little nervous and dancing through the bus stop. But he had a go. He said, I'm in here. I'm going to have a crack at this.
Yep, that was his opportunity to have a go there as Bewley has a little bit of a look as well. Awkward spot as it's a one lane down into that part of the track. But Hunter Robb has done it again, out in front.
Bewley's got it done. Bewley's got it done. Rooney's trying to get through too. This is disaster for Bloxham, who was on the front row. But there's been some brave movers on cold tyres. He's back into 5th place now.
Yeah, Bloxham just needs to slot back in behind here, have a bit of a reset. He knows he's got the pace. He just needs to settle in, get his rhythm going, and then get his eyes down. But Exton, we've seen how fast he is. Here he is again. Got pressure all over Rob. Look who we've got at the front. We've got our 3 main championship protagonists. We've got Hunter Robb, we've got Will Exton, and Tom Bewley, 1, 2, and 3. Exton's under pressure here. He's looking in his mirror. He's defending his position. This is allowing Hunter Robb. Big dive.
Gets it done, but runs wide. That's a blue. Bewley makes a blue. Rooney comes up the inside. He might lose a couple of places here.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Tom Bewley, would have been hard in the ABS, under brakes down into there, and he was a passenger for that last little bit, running wide. So lucky not to run out of road and end up even further on the grass.
Here we go. So Bloxham takes a line that makes it harder for Bewley. So there's an eye on Rooney, but a little bit of defence in that. But he's run wide there, and here comes Bewley. Great drive off that turn, and Bewley picks up a spot. Up into 4th place now.
That's that drive that I was talking about. He seems to be able to get on the power nice and early. One of the problems that you can have with these cars, if your setup's not quite right, is you get a bit of one-wheel wheel spin on the exit. So they've obviously got that well sorted, and Bewley's car there, he's able to just get such good traction off the exit of the corners, especially through here. If you watch him with Bloxham behind him, how fast Bewley is off this part of the track. He really makes up a lot of time.
You could be in the middle of Europe looking at that shot, couldn't you? Incredible.
As they make their way up towards the bridge, there's no brakes required, a little lift and then straight back onto it. Well, Exton's got to be careful. That was track limits up over there that lap. Any more and he'll start getting some warnings.
Similar scenario for Lockie Bloxham. What did you make of Bloxham in the background too?
He was borderline, very, very close. And that's why, move. Bewley up the inside of Rooney. Good move, now up into 3rd position.
1 lap to go, and they are on the run home. So does Tom Bewley save the points here? Is that the message from Johnny Mack, or does he have a crack? Look at them, they're at it, these two. Bewley versus Exton.
Not a lot of room down into there. You better to just sit in behind, find your place, try get some drive off here, heading down towards the carousel. This is a good spot to be able to make a move. If you don't do it here, sit in behind, work on your exit, and try and make a move down into the forest, which is the next section through here, because they are flat from here all the way into the forest. But I'd say Bewley's just doesn't quite have the confidence under brakes into there after he ran wide a little bit early, but he didn't quite get the drive off there either.
Tell you who's got a good drive, that's Jackson Rooney. He's right on the tail of Bewley now, so a little bit over the Cairvets entry. Bewley goes centre of track. That makes life a little harder for Rooney. Stays nice and close, but time and options are running out here on Exton. Is that the way it'll stay? Great driving by Hunter Robb. He has 2.6 seconds now over these guys. Can Exton hang on for second?
He's got two opportunities off the exit of the bridge here. If he doesn't do it here, work on your exit and try down into the next right-hander. Very, very slow corner, this next one here. Does he fire it up the inside, or does he stay patient? He has to go!
Down the inside! What a move!
I think he'll be in a bit of trouble for that one. It was too late. It was already on the brakes before he started committing to the move, so I'd say he might be in a bit of trouble for that one, but there's Hunter Robb over the line to take the race win.
With a question mark over Bewley, who crosses second from Bloxham. So here's how they completed the race. No question about your race winner, Hunter Robb. That will be good for his championship points haul.
Yeah, that certainly will be good. Either way, it's very, very tight up the top.
And your winner, Hunter Robb, coming off pole position, mate. Great start, good race.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What did you make of what was happening on behind you when the Tim Leach incident happened?
I didn't actually see it, to be honest, but no, I mean, it was a good race. Sort of managed a nice lead, which was easy for me. But I just got to fix my mistakes at the start for next one, and then, yeah, we'll be better.
What mistake did you make at the start?
I cleaned out one of the bollards.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's a mistake, but congratulations, go from P1 to P1.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
That is an important one for Hunter Robb. Bloxham flying the Aussie flag on the podium, and Bewley keeping the points game close. We need a break here. More from Highlands right after this. We're back. Race 2 in the Toyota 86 Championship, not too far away. What these racers do in this cult car is really impressive, and at Highlands, they literally make them fly. Check this out.
In World Motorsport, it is very rare to find a circuit with a crossover point. In other words, a bridge over part of the circuit. In fact, Highlands is one of only 2 circuits in the world to really offer this. To get it right, this signature part of the Highlands track is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, it is super hard, especially this part that we're standing at right here. To get this right is so, so important. You're just trying to clear the brake to roll as much speed as you can before you're completely airborne over the top. But just trying to eye it up. It's a single lane as you're going into there. So getting that right is absolutely key. If you do get it right, it is the world's best feeling.
And from a driver's point of view, what do you see? The mountains in the background. How do you get it right?
It's really important by this point that you're already hard back on the gas, and that feeling as you're going up over the top, you're just full throttle, committing. The RPM is on the limiter. You got Christmas tree lights flashing on your dash. It is so cool. There's no better feeling than when you're heading towards that bridge at full speed.
Take us quickly through the final few corners. We're focused on the last sector of the lap here at Highlands, into a left-hander and a couple of crucial rights before you get to the finish line.
Yeah, it's a really important part of the track. After the bridge here, you've actually got a passing opportunity. So you think of a passing opportunity off a blind part of the bridge. You've set yourself up from here. So it's pretty full on, and then you go down to what's the slowest corner. It's not an easy corner the way it drops off, and then after that, we then follow into the last corner. We've seen all the action here already on the last corner. Really, really important one. There's no room for error through there.
Highlands, proudly New Zealand, but with some of the finest aspects of the great circuits you'd find in Europe. There is some news that it affects race 1 winner yesterday, Hunter Robb. He's been effectively disqualified from that win yesterday, fined $1,000, excluded from the race 1 win, and it follows an investigation from the technical team, Andrew, in relation to an allegation of excessive camber.
Yeah, so that's camber. There's obviously rules and limits of how much camber you can run, and they found to have been breaching that. Talking to Hunter earlier, it was due to it actually moving rather than actually where it was set. So
Gotcha.
At the same time, there's a line in the sand. If you've got too much camber, there is a penalty applied. So it now means he has no lap time for that first race. So it basically means he's going to be off the back for that last race as well. So huge repercussions for a rule breach.
And finally, the driver who was leading the points coming into Highlands, Tom Bewley, there was a review, an investigation of the contact going into the second last turn here at Highlands yesterday while he was battling away. They have deemed that move to be too brave. He's been hit with...
One way to put it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's out of grid position 15 for this race, and he too has had a couple of points on the race licence.
Yeah, so he got 15 seconds for that incident with Exton, so that puts him down, yeah, as you said, 15th position. So he's been hammered on that one, and then to add to that, the other championship contender as well, William Exton, also got a 5-second penalty for jumping the start as well. Yeah. So really, more or less, they've all kind of equaled each other out a little bit for this championship. So it's not like it's just a massive blow to Hunter Robb. There's been a blow to Tom Bewley as well, and then a little bit of a blow to Will Exton. So it's certainly levelling itself out a little bit. At least they all did in the same race.
It means that Ryan Denise will start this one from pole position alongside Harry Townsend. The two drivers that finished 9th and 10th respectively yesterday, Alice Buckley and Christina Orr-West, find themselves on road 2 for this one.
Yeah, great to see them up the front there, and hopefully they get a bit more pace going. And William Exton starting out at grid number 5 after yesterday sort of bumps him up a little bit more. Hayden Baccaris and Rooney as well starting out at P8. Lockie Bloxham and Cormac Murphy too out of position number 10. Bloxham
and Rooney, you could argue, benefiting here from just having a clean weekend, staying out of trouble. John Penny is out of grid 22. There's Tom Bewley. John, they've not been able to, the team down there, he's our reigning Masters champion, they've not been able to unlock the speed from that car this weekend, and there is a feeling that maybe it's got some quirk in it from the accident last weekend. Away we go. Nice start, Ryan Denise. Good job. Look at this. On the grass, Will Exton. What a start.
Massive start from Exton there up the inside. Just managed to get up the inside only just. They make their way down into turn 1. Got to be hard work side by side through here.
Some brave stuff. Looks like the Cream Insurance entry. Thomas Mallard. Rally style, but gets it pointing back in the right direction. They're all through the bus stop. Townsend sits in second place. Rooney trying to stay out of people with their elbows out here as we run down. And they'll turn left and then head under the bridge.
Good job by Christina Orr to hold it right around the outside with Rooney. She's going to have the right line as they come down into the carousel.
Is that Baccaris there, I think, diving to the inside. So
Hunter Robb's already made up 4 positions. Coming from the back of the grid is a couple cars sideways, dust everywhere.
Looks more like the World Rally Championship, doesn't it, when you see that? So there's Tom Bewley. What sort of progress has he been able to make? Looks like he's made some good ground at the start. Solid work from Bewley. Cream Insurance entry of Thomas Mallard has a little bit of a look there. This was the site of a big incident yesterday for Tim Leach and Saxon Sheehan, both not able to take the start today with the damage to those cars. Have seen Saxon trackside today. And Tim, if you're watching, we know there's, I think, a little bit of soreness in one of his legs. We hope you're okay and cannot wait to see you back behind the wheel of a race car real soon.
Yeah, great to see him back, hopefully as soon as we can. There's a big incident for him yesterday, but main thing, he's A-OK, and yeah, cars are repairable.
The safety of the cars was absolutely superb. Oh, look at this. Alice Buckley pushing. We go back to the 23 as they start to sweep on to The front straight here, Bloxham is down in 10th. William Exton.
Buckley up against the wall on the exit of the last corner. Scrapes the wall. Didn't hit it hard, so it won't affect it. Won't be any damage, but that was as close as you want to get.
What about Bewley? He has made up 8 places to be P7. He's come from 15th on the grid. That is a mighty start. Baccaris is 5th. There's some good stories here. William Exton with that lightning start in 3rd. And what about Hunter Robb? He is knocking on the door of the top 10, currently 12th. Baccaris has got the inside line. They're going to be 3 wide here. Is that Rooney firing it down the inside? He's going to pick up 2 for the price of 1. Jackson Rooney, great move. Here comes Bewley, 3 wide.
This is not somewhere you want to be 3 wide. Who's going to yield first? As Bewley takes all 3.
Unbelievable piece of driving from these youngsters. Back we go to the front of the field. Nice work. Townsend is keeping that door shut and making life hard for Will Exton. It's not been easy when Exton was probably the best placed to make advantage. Can you believe it? From 15th, Bewley finds himself in a great position here to recover some points. Here we go, dives down the inside, so Exton wants to get on with it and takes the race lead. Good job. Will Exton into the lead now, ahead of Ryan Denise.
That was a nice move by Exton there. Commanding pass up the inside, using all that confidence. He knows he's got the speed. Now he just needs to get his head down as Bewley has some pace. So fastest lap at the moment is actually Justin Allen. Justin Allen's had a new engine put in that car overnight as they've had some problems with that. So maybe that's all we need. We've seen he hasn't quite been there compared to what we've seen previously, but maybe this is the jump that he needs with that new engine.
How about the Dale ITM entry? Ryan is not keen to relinquish this. Bayswater entry regains the lead. Townsend and Bewley comes with him, and that drops Exton back to 3rd. So game on here, and here comes Lockie Bloxham as well.
So does Bewley now up to P2 already. That is a massive start. As Townsend takes a little bit of defensive line. Tom will be working on the exit out of here to get off on the throttle as early as you can, because you're flat from here all the way down to the forest. And we saw Tom yesterday make a big move, dive up the inside down into the forest. It's so wide down into this. There's so many lanes to pick. So that's why it's easy if you get a good run to be able to dive up the inside as he has a go.
This is his trademark corner, but getting it done nicer today. Exton trying to follow through as well. Executes it nicely and gets up the inside of Harry Townsend. So it's Bewley to the race lead now. Exton, they're almost wing mirror to wing mirror. Are they touching there? So close. Exton to 2nd.
Yeah, nice driving by Townsend as well to relinquish that one. As Bloxham now up the inside as well. On Denise, having a look. Good move by Denise as well, up the inside.
That's Hunter Robb right behind them, is it? Just keep a little eye on that. Baccaris through, look in the background. The 69 of Hunter Robb. This is an unbelievable race in the 86s when you consider where Bewley and Robb have come from. Dramas for Thomas Mallard here. And I feel for Thomas because his pre-season testing had been sharp. We're just not seeing the pace that we kind of saw in the lead up to the championship, are we? Oh, there you go. More to that story. Okay, so that will be one for race control to look at. The contact with Brooklyn Horan. Hunter Robb trying to clear Ryan Denise here as they go down into the bus stop. Might get it done too.
Nice move by Hunter Robb. That's another position. So that's up over the top of that curve. You do not want to hit the bottom of that too much. You've nearly bottomed the car. You do not want to be bottoming these cars out too much, as there's sumps, there's subframes, there's all sorts under there, so you've got to be careful doing that.
Last lap board is on display for Tom Bewley. Unbelievable. The Clip Assist Duraseal entry has come from grid position 17. This was about sending a message today. It's about recouping championship points and making it clean and mistake-free. We have admired some of those big dive bomb passes from him. There's no two ways about that. But he's learnt from yesterday. What a comeback from 15th on the grid. Impressive piece of driving.
Yeah, he's really stamping his mark here. To be able to come through the field like that, and how quickly he did it too. It's not like he's chipped away and he's only just still making passes now. That was by the end of lap 4. He was already in the lead of the race, so it's massive. We saw it last year from here at Highlands as well. Clearly clicks with this track. He's fast everywhere he goes, but for whatever reason, when he gets to Highlands, he clicks with this place and just showing his speed being out in front, off grid 15.
And this is kind of the signature corner for him, isn't it? He's made some huge moves in this part of the track. Has come through karting, arrived in Toyota 86 at this very venue 12 months ago. And look at him now. Exton, an excellent second place. He's maximised the difficulties of yesterday with that alleged jump start too, and Bloxham just staying out of trouble. Keep banking those points. That's been key. Brooklyn Horan is in the lane with that damage from before. Final couple of corners for Tom Bewley here in Toyota 86. Look at this. Townsend is still making life tough for Rob. Rob's not been able to get by. Final corner. He's got happy memories of this place when he scored a breakthrough win in Toyota 86. He bounces back to win on Sunday. Congratulations, Tom Bewley. Exton home second. Lockie Bloxham third. Probably should make some noise too about Hayden Baccaris, who gets 4th, and Townsend holds on for 5th.
Yeah, great job by Townsend there to hold on to that 5th position, holding out one of the championship protagonists.
So here's the confirmation, the results for you. He picked up 15 spots to take the win. William Exton, good, important points with 2nd place. Lockie Bloxham, really solid drive to 3rd too. And great job by Hayden Baccaris. So Rob gets to 6th. Alice Buckley, an excellent 8th. And John Penny, the Masters driver, after all those troubles and just not seeming to be able to get that car to hook up yesterday, into 10th today.
Yeah, great to see him making those positions, gaining that confidence back, got on top of whatever's been going on with that car.
After all the dramas of yesterday and your 15 seconds penalty, you start P15. My word, I got to say, that probably is one of the drives of the season.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect to see you here, but yeah, no, it was actually good fun, just put the car in the right spot and just made my way through.
Yeah, but it takes a hell of a lot of time to get through what is a very competitive field. When you were going through, what was going through your mind?
Oh, just, making people, watching people make mistakes and just, going after that, and just, probably helped me the most, I guess.
Sitting in the back of your mind, that 15-second penalty for yesterday, were you thinking, I've got to make this up?
Yeah, 100%. I knew I was going to get a penalty for it, and I felt bad for Willie. I didn't mean to do it, but I knew 15 seconds was quite a lot, but I'm glad to make that back up.
Well raced, my friend. That was a treat to watch.
Thank you.
So Bewley strikes back. Johnny Mack keeping him calm and managing the whole risk versus reward tightrope. Will Exton represents for the South Island. Good job there. We will grab a break. Final race of the weekend is coming up. You are watching the Toyota 86 Championship from Highlands. We know they can drive, but when you unmask these drivers, what are they really like? Our driver quiz aims to help us find out.
Hello, my name's Hunter Robb.
Hello, my name's Taylor Bryant.
And hi, my name is Alex Hawley. Welcome to the Toyota 86 Driver Quiz.
What is your racing number and the meaning behind it?
My car number is number 69. I think it looks good because it's the same number upside down, which hopefully doesn't happen, but yeah, that's why I'm number 69. What type of music do you listen to before a race?
I don't really listen to music. Normally I just go to the bathroom before a race.
What is your favourite racing movie?
Well, I don't know. I think half of them they've just got nothing to do with racing at all.
Either the original Fast and Furious or I thought Rush was a pretty good movie.
Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby.
Do you have any pre-race rituals or, I don't think it's got long enough, what's that word? Superstitions.
Windows up, focus, send the ladies away because it's racing time.
I'm always very late to get in the car, always the last one to get in the car.
If you're a main character in a racing movie, What actor would play you in the film?
Yeah, I think Tom Cruise and I have a pretty good resemblance, so definitely him.
Who's the guy that plays Goose? That'd be pretty good.
What's Goose? Who's the guy?
What's
What's the guy who whips the Aston Martins and he's got all the guns?
James Bond.
James Bond.
What is your favourite post-race meal or snack?
McFlurry, yeah. McFlurry, probably just a McFlurry. McFlurry, yeah, from Mercer.
What's hard to top that one?
Who is your biggest rival on the track?
Well, I'm going to be quicker than you, so that's fine. So I'm going to have to pick Hunter.
Answered this last year and I don't think it was a very good idea to answer it, but it'd be good to be up the front, that's all I'm going to say.
I'll have to pass on this one, thank you.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes, for certain.
Yes. I don't understand why people complain about it. It's just food. Any food's good.
Come on, just eat pineapple, it's not that bad.
Thanks for tuning in
to the Toyota 86 Drivers Quiz. Up the wires.
So Tom Bewley, the fastest 2 laps, has now elevated him to P1. Lockie Bloxham, second fastest laps out of grid number 2.
Hunter Robb back into the championship lead. William Exton, he's in the points mix as well. We drift back to Baccaris. And Cormac Murphy, well done. It's been a tough weekend so far for the son of the 4-time Bathurst winner, but he's banked some fast laps and that's helped him get a good grid position. So too for Alice Buckley, out of position 7 for this one. I thought Ryan Denise did a super job in race 2 earlier today. Yeah, we need to say congratulations on that driving. Justin Allen, well, they've changed the engine in the Napa Auto Parts entry. They found an issue with the head gasket overnight. Brand new engine going in. They've thrown a new radiator at it as well. Issues with the ABS for Jackson Rooney in today's earlier race. Brooklyn Horan a little further down the order as well. Some Rintoul there as well. And Simpson from the back of the grid after some damage to the left front on his car sustained in race 2 today. Lights go out. Awesome start from Bewley. Look at this from the second row. Robb almost in the grass. They're 3 wide there. Exton through the middle. Bloxham hasn't got the best of starts, but Bewley bolts away.
Yeah, good start. And Hunter Robb as well off the second row. Comes through. Now in behind.
Up onto 2 wheels. 2 wheels for Exton, who settles it back down and lets Bloxham take that third. That's smart. Good choice.
That's not the first time they've been side by side on lap 1 through that part of the track. Good driving by both of them to get through safely.
Round they go. Robb looks racy here, doesn't he? This might be about proving a point here. Hunter Robb going with Tom Bewley. They've got a couple of car lengths now over Will Exton. Looks like the wing mirror is damaged on that car in 4th place. It's hanging by a thread there for Exton. Townsend goes shallow as they go into the 86 carousel there. Yes, sorry, keep going.
Hunter Robb will be absolutely fired up. Look at him, he's got a good run out of the carousel. He's right in behind Tom Bewley. Is he going to have the pace to be able to stick it up the inside? Not quite. Tom's
got it covered. Tom's got it covered. Makes it a little harder. Robb exits there, gets good drive off that corner. So the pair of them, this is game on here. It's allowing Will Exton and certainly the Care Vets entry as well of Lockie Bloxham back into the game. It's only 12 laps. A sprint among the youngsters in the 86. Look at this from Hunter Robb.
Bewley having to go defensive again. It's not often we see Bewley having to get defensive like this. He's going to have to be defensive down into here. But Hunter Robb's best to brake, get the car rotated and get the switchback, but he sticks it right around the outside.
There is some real ferocity in this. Look at these young racers going at it side by side. Bewley holds it onto the main straight. Robb keeping maximum pressure on, and Bloxham's come right back into the game here.
Yeah, Bloxham's looking fast again, closing in on this battle, but Bewley isn't able to get into a rhythm because he's got to defend his position. We can see how fast Hunter Robb is as he gets a bit of air up over the curve.
Front end of the car looked awkward as it came through the bus stop, but he catches it, plays on. Through they go. Oh, Allen down the inside of Townsend makes contact. How will that be viewed in race control? Around goes the Bayswater entry, and John Penny gets sideways too.
Yeah, he also got a hit from behind. So how they determine that is if there was overlap at the point of braking. Whether or not he did have that, didn't look like it from that camera angle. It blocks him now, having to get defensive. Willie Exton starting to buy into this battle too. It is tight between the top four.
Cormac Murphy putting pressure on Hayden Baccaris in the background. So some good battles happening at the front of the field here. Through they come onto the start-finish straight. They've been giving that signage a bit of a rub with the wing mirrors on the front straight. They use all of the track and then some. Bewley, fastest lap of the race so far, 1 minute 54.97.
Hunter Robb once again starting to close in. It's so hard as a driver to just keep your head down and focus forward. But Johnny McIntyre will be on the radio to Tom Bewley.
Look at
eyes
that.
Forward, eyes forward.
The way he carried the speed through, it looked as though he even got on the throttle a fraction earlier coming out of the forest. He is applying the pressure. The blowtorch is being applied by Hunter Robb here to Tom Bewley. This is a mission statement from Hunter Robb. Here comes Exton. Exton's come alive here in the T-Par entry. He's cooled things off, and now he's right in the game. Up the inside of Hunter Robb. Terrific stuff. Remember, these three drivers are at the top end of the points ladder.
That was a beautiful move by Exton then. Late but precise, up the inside. You can see Exton's mirror hanging on the off the car. Not too bad for these corners. You can still see where you need to be, but any right-hand turns, that's where Hunter Robb needs to put himself in that blind spot. It affects the driver. It makes it harder to see where they are. You've got to look twice. You've got to use the mirror up above just to see where they are. So that's the best thing that Hunter can do there. Every right-hand corner, just take yourself into the blind spot.
People will be saying, why? What's changed for Will Exton? We know how competitive those two guys up in front are. How come things have started to come alive now?
Yeah, Will Exton, as his championships getting on, he's just getting better and better. Every time he's in the car, like he's a very, very fast young driver, and things are really starting to click with him.
Look at the exhaust. The exhaust, you can see it hanging there. So something's wrong with the exhaust for Exton's car. Now, will that, it's okay. It seems like it's tethered for now, but it's hanging low. That'll be being watched by Motorsport New Zealand Race Control.
Oh, it's gone straight over the top of that curb.
Bloxham's fighting this car. Something has changed in its personality, and as you say, it may have been buying a ticket for the early part of the race. It's not working for him at this point. Murphy can sense that, and he's trying to make maximum advantage of it.
How's the commitment from Cormac, though? Sideways on the exit of the big loop. You're on the gas before you can see where the road opens up, and he is just committed. He wants that position.
Buckley is having a look at fourth place there with Baccaris just up the road ahead of them. In the meantime, the last time they went across the start-finish line, Hunter Robb set a new fastest lap, so Hunter Robb is not done yet. We're in the closing stages of this race. We believe if things finish the way that they currently are, Tom Bewley would lead the standings by 3 points from Hunter Robb. Down the inside comes Justin Allen on the Cream Insurance entry of Thomas Mallard. Rana Hoare and son Brooklyn trying to come through here as well. Young Brooklyn's doing a great job. Chipping away, picks up another place. So this series, I have a feeling, like last year with Brock Gilchrist, is going to go down to the final race of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The more it goes on, the more this battle just keeps chopping and changing between the top two. But then Willie Exton, we're just seeing as the championship goes
Cormac
on.
got it done on Lockie Bloxham. Here comes Jackson Rooney. What a drive from Rooney. He's by Lockie Bloxham. Terrific stuff. Rooney is now in 7th place.
It's damaged that front left. I thought it looked out of shape as he went into there. So that contact with Rooney damaged that front left wheel, and you can see it now rubbing. So whatever's going on there for Bloxham, it's just gone from bad to worse, unfortunately, for him. I think he must have been carrying some sort of issue leading up to this point, because his pace drop-off has just been very dramatic since that first part of the race. He was, don't forget, started that race, he was fighting, now he's lost his ABS. As soon as you get contact like that in the front wheels, if it's awkward, you can lose your ABS. So he'll have lights flashing on his dash saying no ABS, which just makes things a whole lot harder again. You can see the lock up there. As this battle rages on, last lap of the race.
So down they come through, final time through the bus stop, and gee, Bewley carried some momentum through there. Rob, can he find a way past Will Exton? That could change things in championship terms. At the moment, we believe the points would swing back in favour of Bewley. It would move him back to the top of the points ladder. So a crucial race win. They head towards the 86 carousel. Doesn't look like Rob's close enough there. Shows the nose, but I think that's more about just kind of trying to intimidate Exton, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's to get him to look into the mirror, to try and upset his acceleration off that carousel there. This is Johnny McIntyre watching over his driver, pulling a little bit of a lead here.
Final time into the kind of Bewley trademark corner. He made some mistakes there, has corrected it on Sunday, and boy has he been fast. From 15th to the race win in race 2, and the final one of the weekend, he looks like taking out and maybe resurrecting, regaining the championship lead. It's going to be a close fight in Toyota 86 for the 23-24 crown. This youngster, who goes to Havelock North High School, is set for another race win. Final couple of corners. Rob keeping that pressure on in the background on Will Exton, but he's not close enough. Hunter Rob's not close enough there. Checkered flag awaits for Tom Bewley, and in the process of winning the final one of the weekend, he moves back into the series lead in Toyota 86. Exton second. And well done to Hunter Rob, but it was Bewley who would take the quickest lap and regain the points lead by winning the final race of the weekend. Wins both races for that matter on Sunday. Good drive, Will Exton, with that damaged exhaust and wing mirror. He comes home second. Hunter Rob rounds out your top 3. Congratulations, Alice Buckley, an excellent 4th place. Cormac Murphy and Jackson Rooney battling to the line. Remember, Rooney coming all the way through the field and finishing 6th.
P1, Tom Bewley. Well, you didn't have to go through 15 cars, just had to hang on. Heck of a start, mate. You've got to show some bravery.
Yeah, 100%. Hunter was pushing me along there, but, you know, just kept him behind, and luckily Willie caught and got the move done, so that kind of gave me some breathing room.
At what point in the race you go, okay, I'll settle into this?
You know, once I saw Willie get past and I opened up a little bit of a gap with 2 laps to go, I knew I could relax a bit, but I made a couple of mistakes, which was not the best.
All right, mate, get ready for the podium.
Thank you.
Brilliant weekend of racing here in Toyota 86. In some ways, this podium is indicative of the contenders now, given we only have 2 rounds to go. Look at the point standings. Rob by just 4 over Bewley. Exton still right in the mix. Rob leads the rookie standings from Jackson Rooney. And while it was a good weekend for Christina Orr-West, JP John Penny is still top of the Masters. The series now heads back north to Hampton Downs for our penultimate round. For the team, we'll catch you then. Bye for now.